Right, guys, here we are, MMA UK News, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, normally, obviously, talking about jiu-jitsu, but obviously, every now and again, we do like to mix it up a little bit and talk a little bit about MMA. So, this weekend, it's going to be Goliath Fight Series. That's going to be at the Glen Pavilion in Dunfermline in Scotland. So, already looks like an absolutely awesome event. I mean, we've got some of the top amateurs from all over going to be descending on Dunfermline on Sunday night. So, I'd say we've got guys from all over Scotland, north of England, and so on. So, definitely going to see some absolutely fantastic action at the weekend. So, it's going to be Sunday, 14th of August. I believe there's going to be face-offs about 1:30, and 2 o'clock, I believe it all kicks off. So, yeah, definitely make sure you get there and get to see that. Now, it's going to be ticket availability. Now, anybody looking for a ticket, head over to the Goliath Fight Series Facebook page. Now, tickets are available there, so make sure you do get them directly from them. And there is also pay-per-view as well. So again, head over to the Goliath Fight Series Facebook page, and you will be able to get the pay-per-view details on there as well. So my next guest then is going to be on the show that night. So Paul Kane of TFT MMA, so Team Fish Tank in Sunderland. Now, Paul's going to be up against James Pattie, obviously one of Scotland's own James Pattie. So again, promised to be an absolute great matchup. This a lot of fireworks are going to be on this one, so it's definitely one that I'm looking forward to seeing. Looking forward to seeing Paul getting back in action after obviously having a few years out due to COVID and so on. So Paul, listen, absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you, mate.
So obviously Paul's at the beach at the moment, obviously enjoying the weather.
Beautiful.
As absolutely beautiful, obviously in Sunderland. So obviously just chilling at the beach. Obviously taking some time out, obviously before the weekend. So how's everything with you anyway, Paul? How's training going for yourself?
Yeah, everything's going fine, mate. Like I say, injury free. That's the main thing. So fight camp for me is just like every day. So I don't come out to fight camp and then say, oh, I'm gonna get put weight on, anything like that. It's a lifestyle for us. So
yeah,
I'm just progressing as a martial artist really, and just starting to understand the game more, which is mint.
It's an awesome gym as well. I mean, obviously TFT, as I said, obviously mentioned when we were off air. Obviously Andrew Fisher and Katrina and so on. Obviously they put together a great team, and everybody's hungry. I mean, everybody, as you said, I mean, it's a lifestyle for everybody that's training at the gym as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like all the pros who's there, they're there every day. You know, James Hendon, Perry Goodwin, Justin Burnson, Mick Parton. There's loads more. If people work during the day, everyone's there on the night time, so they make sure they're there. And then you've got our coach who's just been matched again on Bellator, so couldn't ask for any more, really.
Yeah, I saw that. He's up against, I'm trying to remember who it was, but I know he was talking about the rank
Milan.
number 8. Yeah, so again, I love watching Andrew. Andrew's absolutely awesome to watch. I spoke to him before, obviously, through one of the shows, and do you know what I mean? He's just an awesome guy. I mean, really down to earth as well. I mean, and he's one of these guys as well. I mean, he's very, very approachable. Do you know what I mean? Whether people see him at...
I think you find that most of the time with people who fight MMA, everyone's sound, do you know what I mean? Because they've got nothing to prove. They put all the work in the gym and then they're around good people. So,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Nah, he's an awesome guy. Obviously, best of luck to him. Best of luck to him, obviously, in that Bellator, the upcoming Bellator fight. Is he going to be up at the weekend with you guys?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming on the Saturday. He's coming on the Sunday because I think he's got something on with the kids. There's like a kids tournament or something on, so he's going to come down, travel down on the Sunday. But one of the pro fighters, James Hendon's coming down with us, me and Dan, on the Saturday. So we're in good hands with him because he knows knows what's going on. And then just looking forward to it now.
Yeah. It's going to be brilliant. I mean, how did you find out then you were going to be on the card? Because I know that, I mean, TFT especially, they've obviously, they like to come up to Scotland quite often and bring on fighters up. So how did you find out you were going to be on this card?
Originally, like I say, I had an injury and then I got over that. I think Fisher was just waiting for us to like fully recover. And then I went to Thailand went and done like a fight camp in Thailand for 4 weeks. About a week in, I just messaged Fisher saying, "I'll try and get his match." So he did, and then we've got this one, and then we've got our show, and it'll be 6 weeks straight into another fight camp. 6 weeks after this. Yeah. So it was good. It was good news really, because it's just good, something, a little goal to look forward to. Do you know what I mean? So your eating just is a little bit cleaner. You know, you obviously you're a little bit more strict rather than if there wasn't a fight there. But like the training is always there.
Yeah. I'd say it's been a tough few years. I mean, I know the last time you competed, last time you were out there was 2019. Obviously, COVID and stuff. I remember speaking to Andrew and it was during COVID. And obviously, again, he was fortunate because obviously being professional, and some of the other guys in the gym fortunate that being professional athletes, they were still able to train properly. So what's it been like for you then, last 3 years? Because I mean, at that time you were building up a momentum, and then suddenly, obviously, COVID came and put a hold on
that. Obviously, I always look at the positive. So, obviously, the negative side of it was I fights did get cancelled and stuff like that, but I still trained all the time. So even through COVID, maybe I wasn't in the gym, but I was still somewhere else training. Do you know what I mean? Somewhere secret training, and I was always learning. So all this time, I've just been learning and getting better. So whether I have fights or not on my record, it doesn't really matter to me, because now I'm a much better fighter. So that's what it's about.
Yeah, that was the thing as well. I mean, I was talking when I spoke to a lot of people during COVID, and that's what they were saying. A lot of people did different things that you maybe wouldn't have done previously. So they maybe mixed up their training. People are doing like running, or a lot of people in Scotland are walking like mountains and things like that. And it's something that they weren't able to do, or they didn't do before, that now they took advantage of. So people kept busy, they kept moving, they kept doing stuff.
Yeah, well, it was really good to see people getting out and doing that. Hopefully they've carried it on though. Do you know what I mean? Not just for them. I've always done that in anyway. So it was just, like I say, when it was COVID, I enjoyed it, mate, because I trained in anyway. So but hopefully then people who started doing that, who did start going outside and things like that, hopefully they've carried it on, because it's good for your mental health as well.
Oh, definitely. And then what's next for you then? So obviously you mentioned you're going to be looking forward to this one on Sunday. You've got obviously another one coming up next month. You mentioned in 6 weeks' time. What would you like to see yourself doing? Obviously, you now that you're out there and you're back out there competing again. So what do you fancy seeing yourself doing?
I just want to keep improving really, and I want to turn pro. Do you know what I mean? So, like I say, just take each day as it comes, each fight as it comes, and just keep doing. Just keep doing it for myself. Keep improving. Like I say, I love the sport, so I think I'll do this for the rest of my life. I know I'm 31 now, but I've got a good head on us now. Do you know what I mean? A big head and a good head. And so I feel like if this was like 4 years ago, I was a different person. Now I'm more experienced and a lot wiser. So it's good just to push on from now. And just
31 as well. Yeah, 31 as well. That's still young. You're still a young guy. You've still got a lot of years to go. I mean, I'd say the age nowadays, I mean, we've got guys who are in their 50s and they're still fighting and so on. So, age is nothing now, as you know. So,
I think you look after your body and you be consistent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Age is just a number. I feel good.
Definitely. Then just a couple of comments coming in. Obviously, Daniel Bainbridge saying, Kane, you had your thumb over the camera. I think I was at the start. I think you were just adjusting it. Yeah, but that's fine. I didn't see that. I think that's Dan just trying to wind you up there.
I think it is, isn't it? Do you know why? It's because he's hungry. It's because he's hungry. That's what it is.
I've got Ant Sharp just saying, go on, Kane, pal. Smash it. So, obviously, your boy Ant Sharp. And then Perry Goodwin just saying, look at the traps on him. So
Perry, my good friend.
So And that's the thing. I mean, obviously, we saw looking at you now, man. You look in shape. You look very, very good. And then, obviously, your pictures and stuff like that, you got all over Facebook. I mean,
Yeah.
you're looking in phenomenal shape. Really, really good shape. So,
I think that is part of it, but it's mindset, isn't it? It's
yeah,
mindset. Doesn't matter.
yeah,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean, look at dinner. Doesn't really matter. Look at Daniel Cormier, stuff like that. I know what
yeah,
you're saying about the shape. Obviously, it's a different weight class, but I think it's all about the mindset, and I'm in a good place now, so it's just
yeah,
about building on that.
definitely. And then Aaron Adam just saying, top man. So obviously getting a comment in there. So big shout out to the guys.
All
Thank you
right,
very
mate.
much for the comments. So,
I'll probably see
that
him in a second when I pedal past his.
There's your man Dan Bainbridge coming in again. He's here. Kane, what's 2 + 2?
Oh, I tell you what it is.
So,
No comment. I don't even
uh,
know. Nah, man.
so, but looking forward to speaking to Dan. I get to speak to Dan. I think later on tonight. So,
Make
so
sure you ask him about his nickname. Ask him what his nickname is.
I will do. I will do. I've
What's
got
his nickname?
that. And then final thing for you then, Paul. So obviously, again, you've been in the game for a while. Obviously, you've trained with a lot of fantastic people. Still train with a lot of fantastic
Yeah.
people. But anybody you want to shout out to? So the usual friends, family members, teammates, things like that.
Oh, no. There's how it is. There's too many to shout out. I say just all the lads who I called out, who I'm with every day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to call anybody out because there's that many people who help us. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
if I forgot one of them, that would be it, wouldn't it? But obviously, my coach, Andrew Fisher, so there you go.
Yeah,
I got my boxing coaches in Sunderland ABC, which I'm going to try and go back to. Sunderland East End ABC, which I'm going to go back to for my next camp.
yeah. So we just cut off there. So we're just waiting on Paul coming back, as I said. So obviously Paul training at TFT team, obviously Team Fish Tank down at Sunderland. Awesome team, as we mentioned, Andrew Fisher, Katrina, and obviously the rest of the team there. So it's an absolutely awesome team. So so it's really, really good, obviously. And again, I spoke to Andrew during lockdown. Obviously, we did an interview, obviously, with Katie Hunt and so on. And obviously, I remember we talking about obviously COVID. We were deep in COVID at that point. And it was tough. It was really, really tough. I'd say that a lot of the guys still got to train because they were professionals, but obviously a lot of the amateurs unfortunately couldn't train. And obviously we've seen there from Paul, I'd say the last fight he had was 2019. So yeah, it's going to be good to see Paul getting back in there. I'd say he absolutely loves it. I mean, I said he was on a roll. Just a few years ago, as I said, he was building up a lot of really, really good momentum. And then unfortunately, COVID came and, as I said, put a kind of halt to it, which was a bit of a shame. As I said, but that happened with a lot of people, a lot of amateur MMA fighters during COVID. So unfortunately, as I said, it put a hold on their progress. So let's get Paul back in. There he is. So
I don't know what people's trying to ring us. That's why.
so yeah, you were talking about your boxing coach. You were saying
Yeah, just stuff like that. Since I went to Thailand, I haven't been back in, but I'm looking to go back there and start going to different wrestling gyms as well for my next camp. So I'm looking forward, like I say, just progressing everywhere, like not just looking at one thing.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, everybody knows who you. Whenever anybody shouts a big thank you to anybody, everybody knows who they are. Anybody that's ever been a part of Paul's journey right up until to this day and going forward, obviously, yeah, we know that Paul's obviously appreciative to every single person. So, so it's going to be good. I mean, we're going to have Paul Kane then. So TFT, so Team Fish Tank in Sunderland, going to be up against James Pattie. That's this Sunday, the 14th of August. Now, it's going to be Goliath Fight Series. That's going to be the Glen Pavilion in Dunfermline. Now, ticket availability, as I said, anybody looking for tickets, then definitely hit up the Goliath Fight Series Facebook page. And anybody looking for the pay-per-view that maybe can't make the event on the evening, then again, head over to that. I believe the pay-per-view is £10.99, which is an absolute great price for a pay-per-view. Normally they're about 15 quid and so on. So £10.99. Plus, as I say, you're going to get to see some of the top amateurs from all over the UK are going to be descending, as I said, on Dunfermline on Sunday night. So we're absolutely buzzing to see Paul and the rest of the TFT team heading up. So Paul, listen, absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you as well.
All
Now
right.
I'm going to get off of my bike because it's a lovely day. Get a
Yeah,
nice
well,
tan.
listen, get a nice tan. Come up to Scotland with that tan on Sunday, on Saturday,
Definitely.
should I say. So,
I will do.
but listen, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you Sunday, buddy. Okay.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye.
See you later.